I didn't say go ahead and start, but since we started, might as well go right into it. It's your boy Carceno once again, and now I'm gonna address something that everybody keeps talking about. There must be a problem between you and Jay Z. I'm gonna take you back to the beginning, and maybe there is a problem between me and Jay. I don't know, but we gonna find out. And let's start today. Let's go back to 1994. Ugh. So 94 is around, everybody bumping Onyx. And all kind of hip hop is riding out 94. And I get a cassette tape, the BASF, whatever the tape that is. And we playing this tape and it's on the radio and they got this song on there from this guy named Jay-Z. And it's called, it had a bunch of people on that tape. It was I don't think I got that from Coops Underground. Forgot who I got it from. I got it from someplace else. It was the Storm 87. I don't think it had a name. But once I got the tape from them, it had the name on it, Jay-Z Freeze. I was like, Jay-Z Freeze, and it had a couple other artists on there. And it was In My Lifetime was on there. And then it had this other EP that I bought. It was an EP with just him, and it was a CD, and that was like maybe '95 when that happened. So because I was like, oh, I remember this. This can I have a, in my lifetime guy, and the CD was like $5, so I bought it, and then it had a remix to In My Lifetime, I Want to See a Whole Lot of Dough. Now you know, because there's a video for it. Back then, the video wasn't out here. But I was like, hey, I like that. When dudes are shooting stupid, I'm carefully blind. I was like, this dude got some lyrics. I like this guy. So I'm like, yeah, he's pretty tight. This Jay-Z. So I was bumping. I had this disc, and it's just sitting there. Then the song comes out with Dead Presidents and the video, and I'm like, that's the Jay-Z dude. He know AZ. That's Biggie them in the video. So I'm seeing all these guys, and then I see Biggie. Then all of a sudden, the album comes out. I had the album before it came out. I had Reasonable Doubt before it came out. I have the original Reasonable Doubt, not the re-release. The one that got the 9mm on the disc. So when I got that and I'm playing it and I'm listening to the lyrics and I can hear he's going for it. I'm like, he going for it. And Fred is the only person I could call right now. And I can't call him because I'm recording. I'll let Data do that. Data, if you watch this video, you educate these men on, because you was right there in 96 when that video came out. And I was sitting there when that CD and everything, and I was blasting the CD, and Brooklyn's Finest was playing, and he was on there with Big, and I'm like, listen to him, he going for it. We was just talking about that. So, the same thing, I used to be in the car riding with my buddies, and everybody, that was in 96, that was the Nas, Tupac era. If you wasn't listening to Pac, back then it was Machiavelli this, Tupac that, and whatever. It was only Tupac being played and Nas. And that was it. They was like, look, I'll play that Nas joint, but I don't even know who this is. And it was a breath of fresh air. Reasonable Doubt was an entirely different album. It was going back to the soul sound of all the classics. Back in those days when everybody else was on mostly this Italian mafia thing. And the sound was strings and it was all different. So when Reasonable Doubt came out, it took a while before the people caught on to it because they were so caught up in this sound with the mafioso thing that everybody was in. So once you heard that, it took a while. I was like, hey, politics is usually where all those different soul sounds. So when that hit and that became like, oh man, this is actually a great album. and was actually doing some good, it went ahead and it hit I wouldn't say a nerve. It hit everybody at home the way it should have. Like it hit the hip hop culture. Everybody started vibing to the album. But up here in Chicago, it was Tupac and that was it. So when I start bringing it around and telling people, hey man, play this. I'm like, let's play this track here. Play 3, go to 7. I gotta get, because I know how they I gotta play the songs that's gonna hit them right away. Then I'll bring them into the other songs. So the song with him and Bleak, that's the song that caught a lot of dudes in the streets. They was, yeah, I like that. Let's roll around a while. Here's a G. A G, I ride with you for free. I want the law. Hey, listen to me. You get your man, when they heard that, they was, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's schooling them to the game. So they was all feeling those songs that I was playing because I knew how to set it up. So I was doing that everywhere. When I was riding in cars, telling them to put this on, put that on, so that when Volume 1 and all this stuff started coming around, they were aware of who he was. So when Volume 2 started blowing up, they was like, okay, yeah, that's the Jay-Z dude. Let me go cop that. Streets is watching. They ran to go cop that. Everything they did, they ran to go cop. Because I was blowing it up. They didn't even care about him in the record stores. I used to go in that Coops Underground. I used to be on 87 telling them, instead of playing this, y'all need to play that. They was playing Wu-Tang, Ghost, and that was it. If you wasn't Ghost, Nas, anything else, you wasn't really gonna get played. So Jay-Z didn't even get played in the record store. And I'm like, man, play this joint. He was like, yeah, that is tight. So they used to trust my opinion on what was tight and what wasn't. So we sit there and what was this? We was with Floyd Mayweather, I think, and it was some party way back in 2000 something. And we was telling who was there that they had? It was some people with Rocafella. I think Dame Dash people was there, and this guy named David Lorenzo. David Lorenzo worked for Rocafella, and what is the other guy name? What's it? I think it's Stevens, what's the name? Sharito or something like that. Anyway, those guys were there. A couple of rappers was there from The Rock, and like them state property dudes, they were there. It was some type of function, and these dudes was around. And Dame Dash was actually there because he was talking to Floyd about something, and he was having Floyd rock a couple of his gears, and I think they was getting ready for like the Source Awards or something. And then they were talking about, and I was bringing up the situation about what I just got through telling y'all. When I was doing this for Jay-Z and that, like, man, I was still doing this on the Midwest in Chicago, this and this and that and this. And 2 days later, Jay-Z gonna diss me on a song. He gonna diss me on a song. He dissed me on 8 Miles and Running, on the 8 Mile soundtrack. I said, that was just 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And this man got a song out dissing me with Freeway and the people that was there on the song. Him and Freeway was just there. He heard me say all that. And the song is talking about everything we just said. And I swear it had to have been about 2 days later. Maybe I'm missing some time, but it had to have been like a week if it wasn't 2 days later. But the song come out, and I'm hearing, I say, I can't believe this. This cornball then just did this. Listen to 8 Miles and Running. talking about you threw it up before I threw it up. You what? Where was you when everybody was suing us? I didn't say I threw it up the rock before. That's not, it probably was something that got lost in translation and they took it back to Jay-Z and they probably said he was the one threw the rock up. He responsible for the rock. So it probably was something that we could have settled in a conversation. But that's the started the beef. And now it's on. Because you should have signed me, Jay. Now I'm coming for you. That's what all these videos is about. I'm just messing with y'all. Not about the story, though. Story is 100% legit. I'm messing with y'all about actually coming after him. So, no, there's anything I say, like I told you on that story, definitely with him, is pretty much documented. You can't really mess up a Jay-Z story. You're not the only one that knows it. He's a very popular figure. So it's like many people there that'll be like, yeah, that's about right. 100%. He got the name of the shoes wrong, but yeah. Other than that, what he's talking about is legit. But that's it. And we got more coming. And it got something to do with Jay too. Jay and a lot of them. I'm out.